Hey y'all, it's Kia Marie and I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be a story time on when me and my friends crashed their mother's car. It's not funny, but for real. So let me tell y'all though, why did I get stuck in an elevator the other day? Like, that was the most ghetto. That was just so ghetto because, like, why would I get stuck in my apartment elevator? Like, when I tell y'all I will never get on the elevator again, I will never get on the elevator again. I was about to call the fire department. I was about to cause the whole scene. Because what? Like, but I was only in there for like probably maybe 10 minutes. And I seen this post the other day on social media. I think it was on Facebook or something, and it was saying like how a man had got stuck in the elevator and he like pooped on himself. He had threw up while he was in there. Like, people really be having panic attacks on elevator. But luckily I stayed calm because, like, I really wasn't tripping. Like, I really felt like they was gonna get me out, so it wasn't nothing really to trip on. But when I called the maintenance man, he was sound like he was drunk in a bed somewhere, but whatever, that's a whole nother story. I'm getting all off topic though. The story time today is gonna be the time when me and my friends crashed their mother's car. Okay, so I'm gonna get right into it. So I was younger. I think I was in high school maybe, because I'm 23 now. But this happened when I was probably about, I really don't know how old I was, but I was in high school. I was staying with my mom. Yeah, I think I was probably in like 9th grade maybe. I really don't remember how old I was in 9th grade, but I was in 9th grade. I was staying with my mom. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. It was the weekend because I didn't have school in the morning. So my friends called me like, because I had a friend that stayed right across the street from me. I was friends with her and her brother. She was a little bit younger than me, but her brother was my age or whatever. And then they had a cousin that we used to be with too. So girl called me. She like, what you doing? I'm in a bed. Like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. What do you think I'm doing? She was like, oh, do you want to ride with us? I looked at the phone looking like, ride with who? Because mind you, we in the 9th grade. I really think it was probably like right before the 9th grade, maybe. But we didn't have cars. She didn't know how to drive. She didn't have a car. Her brother didn't have a car. Their cousin didn't have a car. Ride with who? So I'm like, what? I'm like, ride with who? She like me and my brother or whatever. So I'm like, yeah. My stupid self. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I'll ride with you. I'm like, when we supposed to be leaving? I didn't even ask where we was going. To this day, I still don't know where we was going because we didn't make it to a destination. Like, but I'm like, yeah, or whatever. So she's like, all right, let me know when you put your clothes on. So I called my boy best friend or whatever, the one that I actually did the story time about, my first time smoking weed when I was with him. But because we used to be like super close. We still close, but we just really don't talk as much. But we used to be super close. Like, I used to call him almost all the time for everything. Yeah, so I called him. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, why she just asked me if I'm gonna ride with them or whatever? I'm like, you think I should go? He told me not to go, and I remember that to this day. Like, I never forget that. He told me not to go, and he still be rubbing it in my face to this day. Like, I told you not to go, like, cause he done told me not to do so much stuff that I still did, and then, you feel me, like stuff like that, like got into it, we crashed the car, he told me not to go. But anyways, so I'm talking to him, I'm like, yeah, do you think I should go? He like, no, I think you should just stay home or whatever, oop-de-whoop. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, I'm gonna call you back. I proceed to put on my clothes because I was still going. I called her like, yeah, I got my clothes on or whatever. Y'all ready? She was like, we about to get in the car. She like, yeah, we about to, she said like, yeah, we about to get in the car or something. You can come out when you ready or something. So I'm like, okay, bet. She stayed right across the street. So it was a little red car. I don't remember what kind of car it was. I think it was like a little red Honda maybe or something. But yeah, so I go outside. My brother and his girlfriend, they were sitting on a porch just smoking. Like it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, why is y'all out here? I'm thinking they gonna tell me to like go back in the house, because I didn't know things was out there because the door was closed, but it was unlocked. So when I opened it, like I just saw them on the porch. I thought like maybe somebody forgot to unlock. I thought maybe somebody forgot to lock the door or something. But no, they was sitting outside smoking and just chilling and talking at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I opened up the door or whatever. They looking at me. I'm looking at them. I'm thinking they about to tell me to go back in the house. So my brother's girlfriend, she like, yeah, she's like, what you doing? I'm like, nothing. I was just looking out. She like, girl, Bob, what you about to do? So I end up telling them, I'm like, yeah, we was just about to ride around the corner to the store or whatever. She was like, cool or whatever. And I told her like me, my friend, her brother, his cousin, whatever. So she like, all right. They like, all right, be careful, just come right back or whatever. Cool. So I get in the car with them. We stayed on the corner. Well, my mom's house was the corner. It wasn't the corner house. It was the house, the second house off the corner. And she stayed right across the street, but she stayed in the corner house. So I get in the car. Mind you, we stay on the corner. So we get in the car. Her cousin was driving. She was in the passenger seat. I was in the back seat. Her cousin was in the back seat with me. And then we also called my other friend that stayed down the street. She stayed like 3 blocks down. I called her, asked her if she wanted to come. She walked down the street at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, we some kids doing all this at 3 o'clock in the morning. So she walked like 3 streets down. She stayed on the same street though, but she stayed like 3 side streets down. So she walked down there. We all get in the car. We get in the car. Mind you, we live on the corner, right? We got in the car on the corner. Her cousin, I don't know if this was the first time he got in he drove a car or ever been in a driver's seat. All I know was soon as he cut the car on and put his foot on the gas, we was doing like 100 down the street. I'm not kidding. We was doing like, soon as he put his, like he yanked, like he took, like I cannot, yo, I know what I'm fucking about. Like, it's like he pushed the gas all the way down to the ground and just drove and didn't care about nothing else. Literally didn't care about anything else. So he pushing the gas, right? We get to the other corner. He's still going fast. We get to the other corner. He turned so super hard. Like, he didn't brake when he turned. He didn't turn smoothly. He didn't even just like, you know, how some people turn wide. He didn't even do that. He turned. When he didn't, it's like he didn't care about nothing else when he was turning either. Just like he didn't care about nothing else when he was driving down there, when he pushed that brake, pushed the gas to the floor. And when he turned, we crashed into the garage. The corner garage at the other corner of our house. So we crashed into the garage. The whole garage like falls. Like it's like it fell. Like it was like it fell on top of the car. And then luckily my window was down because I couldn't open up my door. So I had to hop out my window. I think they hopped out their windows. But I didn't really care because, and then the boom was so loud. Like, I'm like, my mom about to wake up and come down here and cuss me out. So I got out the car and I ran. Like, maybe I should have checked on them. I don't know, but I had to go. Like, I hopped out that window so fast and I ran down the street. I was running for my life because I did not want my mama to know that I was out at 3 o'clock in the morning driving somebody's car, crashed it, because my mama do the most. My brother, I guess he heard it because I told y'all the boom was like super loud. So I guess he heard the crash or whatever. And we had just literally pulled off. So he probably figured it was us. He started running down the street towards me. I met him like halfway. And then we just started walking back to the house and stuff. I was feeling so stupid. Like, we didn't even get to our destination. Like, that's why I said, like, I still don't even know where we was going to this day. Because we never made it nowhere. Like, we never made it off the block. Like, and I'm so glad that we didn't make it to like to the main street, because our street was like, if he would have went the other way, we would have been at the main street. He probably wouldn't have looked both ways. He probably would just try to keep going through that street, and only Lord knows what could have happened. But I'm really thankful for that, because I really feel like God was with us, and all of my friends were okay. Nobody got hurt. I think they said it was like propane tanks in a garage. So like it could have exploded or something. Like, I thank God for that too. I don't really know if they were in there or what, but that's what somebody told me. And but yeah, so anyway, so my brother, we walking down the street, we talking and stuff. When we get back to the porch or whatever, my brother's girlfriend just laughing and stuff. And then he's like, I should have told you not to go or whatever. So I was done for the night. I went back in the house. I put my night clothes back on, put my scarf back on, laid down, went to sleep. I peeked in my mama room too, and she was asleep still. So I'm like, all right, bet. We good. So I go back upstairs, I lay down. I mean, not upstairs, my room wasn't upstairs. My room was across from my mama room. So I lay down, go to sleep. My mama came knocking on my door. I tried to act like I was asleep. It was still like morning though. Like, I had just woke up. I was just laying there on my phone though. But I was trying to act like I was asleep. So she was knocking. She knocking. I'm not saying nothing. I'm trying to act like I'm asleep. So she come in my room. And she like, Marquia. I'm like, yeah. She like, was you in the car with them last night when they crashed into their garage? I said, no. She like, just tell the truth. Like, she like, just be honest. I'm like, no, I wasn't in there. I'm like, what you talking about? She like, okay. She leave out my room. I'm like, okay, bet. So I end up going back to sleep. About, I don't really know how much later it was. I think it was probably like an hour later. She didn't even knock this time. She busted in my room with a belt, cussing me out, cutting into me. She like, why did you lie to me? You know, you was in a car with them. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Like, you could have really got hurt and stuff. And she whooped me with the belt that she had. And I was just like, oh my God. And I still don't even know how she found out. I think she probably talked to their mama, and they probably told their mama that I was in a car with them, and then their mama told my mama, you know. But yeah. That was it. But I don't know. I don't know why I got in the car with them or nothing. Like, it was just crazy. We didn't even make it to our destination. But like I said, I am thankful that we all were okay, because like I didn't really take car accidents that serious back then, because I didn't have a car. So I didn't really, you know, and I never really, I don't know, I was just young, I was just a kid, so I didn't really take it serious. But I really take car accidents really serious now. Like, car accidents is like one of my worst fears. Car accidents and house fires. Like, I actually been in 2 car accidents besides that. I never been in a house fire, but I never want to be in a bad car accident. But that's all for my story time. And me and my friend are gonna make some hookah cups to sell. Well, we actually made some, but we're gonna make some more. So if you are interested, if you smoke hookah and you're in like the Metro Detroit area, you can purchase a hookah cup from us. They're $10. We deliver as well. You can go to my Instagram, my business Instagram to purchase, which is Kids Collection, or you can go to my friend's Instagram. Her Instagram is Ambitious Boss LLC. But that's all for today. Thank y'all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Even if you don't like or comment, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.